sponsor, Manscaped.
Uh-huh.
Have you tried the new equipment that's been sent?
I'm afraid because it says weed whacker. I'm scared.
Maven, Manscaped. What are you thinking about
Love
Manscaped, dude?
Love it.
What do you use it for?
Necessity. What don't I use it for? Put it this way. The only hair I have on my entire body is these eyebrows.
Yeah.
That you see. These caterpillars racing to the middle of my nose. That's it.
That is it.
That's all I have. And that's all I want.
That's the
Manscaped is a must.
We were talking before the show. There's nothing worse than just hair.
Yeah.
Right? Hair on a woman, hair on a man. It's just bad.
Absolutely. And it's the one thing that the older I get, it starts growing more in unwanted areas.
Absolutely.
I hate it.
I'm going to ask you a question.
Uh-oh.
Just going to go out there.
Oh, boy.
Go for it.
You're doing a deed.
Yes.
Again, I don't want you to have to admit this because we, as men, we try not to admit this. But if you're going to go do the deed on a woman, would you rather have her be hairless or a little hair, racing stripe, or full retro bush?
Racing stripe.
Retro bush is out.
Yes, thank you.
Retro bush is out.
Yeah.
I don't mind a small, well-manicured landing strip. Every now and then, if it's completely, and I'm talking like baby's ass bald, then I start. Where is that pedophilia line? I don't want to wander into that.
That's very interesting. I never thought about that. You're a smart dude. Holy shit.
So if the landing strip is clean enough for the plane to go in smoothly, you're cool with that?
If the landing strip has, like I said, well manicured, you can see both sides. It's not
like blinking lights on both sides of that.
I don't want, I don't want the shrubbery going off into unwanted areas on that as well.
Gotcha. Oh, look what you found. Ooh.
I got to be all honest though. Hey, the older I get though, I don't think I can be as I
found it.
Have you ever gone down there and she slowly brings down the underwear? Then
what is
retro?
Absolutely.
You're like, whoa!
Wow!
Yeah, I'm 46.
Like it pops out.
Do you like walk out or what do you do?
No, I muster through. I muster up the courage to get
He's
through.
a trooper. Yeah, he's a trooper. Got to give him an A.
Not all heroes wear capes.
Yeah, I hear you. Listen, I couldn't say. Well, if you have the same beliefs as Maven does, Manscaped could help you.
Absolutely.
The weed whacker.
Absolutely.
What are you thinking?
I'm thinking that I may have to, go in a room, close the door, and hang out with the weed whacker for a little while.
Yeah, I think you're a retro guy, aren't you?
I like 70s adult films, if that's what you're getting at.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah,
but with that, we're going to take a quick
Batman.
commercial break, and we'll be back with this wrestling icon, Maven.
We will see you in a drop kick second.
Drop kick. Stars, Hall of Famers. I don't even know what else to say. We've got the Sandman, who's in the corner over there. How are you?
I've been in the corner my whole fucking life.
We've got the Queen of Extreme, Francine.
I'm so happy to be here, guys.
Oh, we're so happy to have you. And we've got Tod Gordon. Anyway.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the greatest podcast in the history of professional wrestling. It's called the Sandman Podcast.
Wow.
Thank you.
And our first two guests in the podcast are Freebie and the Beat.
No. Turner and Hooch.
He's old enough to know Freebie and the Beat.
Sandman, do me a favor. That shovel that you just buried us, could you throw it over here?
I think I
What, like the pen I just knocked your beer over with?
Nice throw over there, Clemens.
Oh, we're going to hit you with Turner and Hooch too.
I just did that one.
You killed me.
Wow.
I know, I forgot.
Wow.
All right. All right. We'll have to rip roaring start.
Anyway.
All right, Starsky and Hutch, what are we doing here?
Here we go, guys. So, you guys are here for the big event. Yeah. Can you tell the fans when they're going to be able to see you, where they can see you?
Which big event now are you referring to? Is there a few we're going to have this weekend?
Well, I've only know about the big event at Brentwood College.
The first one is when me and Franny get back to the hotel.
Negative.
Shut down.
Negative.
Wow. Shut down.
That's rough.
All right, Sonny and Cher. The big event is
Your share.
Saturday, November 9th, which is tomorrow, at the Suffolk Credit Union Arena in Brentwood, New York.
Serious lady, have you ever done a read before?
For tickets, I can't www.bigeventnewyork.com.
Don't forget to not miss us. Be there.
Not miss me.
Listen, so
I will be there.
Francine, I know you're doing podcasting and everything, and so Sandman.
Oh, she's the queen of podcasts.
One of the main rules is when you give a website, you don't need to give www. Just so you know.
I was reading off the teleprompter and it said www.
But it's still okay to say http// right?
Right, exactly.
That's good. It's /Todd.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm more concerned the fact that we're not Sean Oliver and we're not going to get the respect.
Well, nobody is, and I'm going to be honest with you, except Sean Oliver.
That being said, no. On a serious note, on I think it was Wednesday night, you're finally starting to get the credit that you guys deserve for what you've done for the industry. And Francine, you were there.
Well, being the only one that was booked, let me tell you how the night went.
Yeah, let me hear it. Let me hear it. Wow.
Wow.
The devil is in the details,
That's
Mike.
a Steve Carino. Wow.
That might be the line of the night. I'm just gonna say it. But seriously, being in that arena and having them recognize us, because like honestly, like we were always considered like the little engine that could, the promotion that's underground, you know, tape trading,
bingo
hall, you know.
Say all the time.
And I don't know if it was just because they were using the ECW arena or the 2300 arena, but I tell you what, there was a buzz in the air. The fans, all they chanted was ECW. The producers, like Shawn Michaels came up to me and he was like, "Thank you so much for being here. This means a lot to us, not just to me, but to all the originals that were there."
And they went, "Oh, you're not Sonny. I'm sorry."
Oh, wow.
Anyway,
they're flying already, baby.
Sonny is no Francine, but go on.
Listen.
Jeez.
Anyway, it was a great throwback to a great promotion, and I honestly don't think ECW gets enough credit. I really don't.
Really?
I really think we do totally.
I don't.
I think that it has been recognized over the years.
I feel like some of the fans, they call us the blood and guts company. You know, you guys really didn't do much outside of the tri-state area in the beginning and blah, blah, blah.
Okay.
And, we were better on syndication than we were on TNN. TNN was our downfall. We all know that, right?
Yeah, sure.
But not everybody got the syndicated show. Not everybody got to see us in our prime. Mm-hmm. So now with Peacock and with WWE rebranding us, so to speak, and putting us back out there, more fans are coming to realize just how special we were. So I feel like it's taken some time to get that recognition, but I don't feel like it was always there.
Well, so Sandman was saying he thought that ECW does. You say not, but on a serious point here, right? Todd has got the book on the table. I have a lot of respect for Todd, tremendous respect for Todd. Hard question for both of you. You know, Paul Heyman, obviously brilliant man. In your relationship with Todd, how does it feel that Todd doesn't get the same respect that Paul does for creating this? And I say this with all the love because I do have a ton of respect for the man. And you guys are friends with him. Obviously, you're sitting in the thing, and you're friends with Paul. How do you separate that, or
is the ratio fair? The way Paul is remembered mostly as ECW, and Todd is not looked at the same way by the fans.
Yeah.
The only reason is because Paul doesn't chime it like that.
Wait a minute. What do you mean?
Haven't you ever heard Paul once mention Tod Gordon's name?
No, I haven't. And that's what I'm asking you on a serious note. Here you are friends with the man, and it's like, how does that make you feel?
Well, no, Todd definitely got shortchanged in the position. Well, you also have to understand, like, what was your last month? Do you remember the year or the month?
97.
Yeah, 97. So we lived on for what, 3.5, maybe 4 years after that. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And there's a lot of pay-per-views and stuff in that time. You know what I mean? And a lot of stuff that we did.
A lot of great shit,
so it's like anytime, it's like if you're a great ball player, nobody's going to remember how many home runs you hit on a shitty team back in the day because we weren't like over yet.
Right. We were a lot better up till 97 than we were from 98 to 01 when it sucked.
How dare you?
Why? I'm
with Francine. How dare you? Yeah, I agree.
I was probably in WCW. That's why I was hard.
I was still there. How dare you? I was on top. How dare you?
Todd, does it piss you off that Heyman gets all the attention?
Let her answer first.
Well, we were literally just talking about this at dinner, and as much love.
Well, we weren't invited, Francine, so we don't really know what you were talking.
We weren't invited.
No,
we were originally, but then I guess we're not good enough.
You invited us, and all of a sudden we show up here when we should have been having dinner. You're interviewing some chick. Where were we having dinner?
Excuse me, some chick is the OVW Women's Champion.
Yeah, I put her over, and I said hi to her and everything.
Did you buy her dinner?
It doesn't matter who she is, but if we were going to go out to dinner when you asked us out, when was that going to happen?
Wait a minute. First of all, I did ask you out, and then I got.
You asked him out.
You're not big enough to go to dinner with us.
You were going to cut that question off?
I apologize.
Never mind.
No, it's seriously. We were Todd and I went out to dinner because Sandman's too lazy to come, and we were discussing
getting high in the hotel room, eating potato chips.
Well, we were literally
99 bananas.
We were literally discussing this topic, and I said to him, I said, as much as I love Paul, and I do love Paul, because without Paul, I would not be sitting in this chair. I would not be doing what I'm doing, and I would not be the person I am today. I have to put that out there.
Oh, you'd definitely be swinging on a ball right now.
Woof.
What never. You're such an asshole.
Wow. Sorry. Twice, motherfucker. Seriously.
You're cutting me off. He's trying to get put over here. I told Todd, I said, without you, this wouldn't have started. You know, like he was there from the beginning.
Right.
And like when I look, a lot of us have been left out of a lot of stuff, especially when it comes to the WWE putting us in books and on their DVDs.
Right.
They seem to use the same people over and over, and that's fine. And those are company guys, guys that have worked there for a long time. They have relations. Someone like me, I don't have that relationship with that company, so I get it.
Are you getting the Raven treatment? Because
I don't know what the Raven treatment
Well, Raven
is.
doesn't have much of a relationship apparently nowadays with WWE either. Yet back in the day when he worked for them, he was 27-time hardcore champion. But you never see him. You never see him talked about.
Well, I mean, that's why I was surprised I got called for Wednesday, because I even texted back, why me?
Dude, everybody was surprised.
No, it was it was the best surprise of the night. But getting back to Todd, when it comes to him being involved, I feel like if they were to do a documentary or write a book, it should start with him, because that's when the company started.
Right.
You know what I mean? I think Paul took it to that next level, and Paul made us all these huge stars, right? But with Todd, he developed everything and was, and he could tell the story better than I can.
Well, Francine, I don't want to cut you off, but like the question I have is, right, so Paul obviously off the back of 3 people right here, and there's more. And he's, look, again, genius. Doesn't he owe something to all of you? I mean, we literally
owe shit to me.
Me neither. And you would have to ask Todd how he feels about it.
Well, can I ask you why he doesn't owe you anything?
Why does he owe me something? You tell me.
You kind of got the guy in a place where he is now, off of your back.
You helped him.
He took a 20-year-old girl who had no experience whatsoever, never did anything in this business, and he gave me an opportunity. So if anything, I owe him. He doesn't owe me.
Fair enough. How about you, Sam, man? What are your thoughts?
They're basically the same as her.
Right.
If it wasn't for Todd and then Paul, there was no way I'd have been the third time on your show.
Gotcha.
It just wouldn't happen. Paul kept giving me the ball. Kept giving me the ball, and I said, hack, run.
So let's go right to the core. Todd, how do you feel about the attention towards Paul all these years later, and how do you feel where your legacy stays with the fans?
Forgive me for 1 second. I always get confused. Which one of you is Smokey? Which one is the bear? The bandit?
You should not give this guy vodka.
Get your jokes right before you say
I know.
Siskel's on the left, Ebert's on the right.
Got it.
Wait a minute, which one was the fat guy?
Ebert?
Wait a minute, which was the fat guy?
Really?
Am I the fat guy? Am I a fat guy in this thing?
Well, you're not the thin guy.
Wow, that's
your
hurtful.
producers out there is absolutely
hurtful.
Listen, welcome back,
Oh, it took like an hour and a half to get our shit together in here. It was only 3 microphones.
We need Abe. Stop doing
What
that.
are you smoking joint out there producing the show?
Oh my God! Hey, don't listen to him. He's drunk.
Well, way to go, Sandman. Way to go. Well done, sir.
I'll go produce.
Hey, guess what, Jimmy? Wait a minute, hold on. Let me make this statement. Now we can, after Abe leaves, now we can have a shitty podcast like Sandman.
Oh, you're done now. Now you're done. Now you're done.
Now we could sit in a box.
Todd hasn't answered the question.
Todd,
I'm not selling that, dude. Seriously.
There you go.
Selling machine.
It's the reason I wrote the book. After 25 years of not worrying about it and saying, I don't care, whatever he does, he does. He spent a lot of time and a lot of WWF money, billions and billions of dollars, making himself over and over and over and over, and had a hard time sharing any of that. I would have gladly shared it. I always say, hey, not just me, it's Paul, from day one. When he got to that position, he just didn't want to give that back. I can't tell you why. It could be ego, it could be anything. But for some reason, he wanted to be very much looked at it as the one and only. He wanted to be Vince. He always wanted to be Vince from day one, right? When I met him.
Right.
So I guess it couldn't be Vince and so-and-so.
Does it make you feel bitter? I mean, they're obviously both comfortable with how their history with Paul
or
was.
better yet, I think the question should be: do you regret letting the fox in the hen house?
No, because without the fox, no one knew who the hell I am either. So I can't say I regret letting him in. I resent some of his future actions.
Right, gotcha.
Beyond that, but letting him in was the smartest thing I ever did. I'm a businessman.
Gotcha.